Good morning, everyone. How are you doing? I hope you had a peaceful Easter. Last week on this channel, I spoke about some resilience strategies, especially for parents. So today I will continue with resilience strategies for parents and also for children. We know in this testing time of COVID-19, we all need to build and display resilience. So I will just read again from my book as I did last week. My book, Resilience, here is a copy. Resilience by Tricia Morrison. It's on Amazon, it's on Barnes and Noble, it's in Spanish, it's in Italian, and of course, English. So I will just continue where I left off last week. Last week I told you about James, who is the head of the psychological department at the La Jolla University in Chicago. And he was saying that first human beings need to acknowledge that life is spiritual. I spoke about the Good Samaritan. We all need to be Good Samaritans in this time. And of course, he spoke also about Buddha's secret that heaven is here on earth. So those tips were from James Gabriano. He's the head of the Children's Rights Department of Psychology at the La Jolla University in Chicago. So today I will continue with my 6 strategies to help build resilience in these trying times, this time of COVID-19. Okay, the first one I have: cope and work towards a better standard of life. So here is the book, and of course, I'm just reading from it, guys. I'm just reading for it. Some people might ask me, yes, we know about coping, how to cope, especially with this crisis, how to cope and how to work towards a better standards of life. This is what many people have been doing throughout the ages, even in generations past. That's why now we have like so many technologies, we have so many things, innovations that make our life easier, and because people were always searching for better standards of life. So even with the 5G, and there are many conspiracy debates about the 5G, things like that, it will also make life easier for many people. And people cope in different ways. Many people cope in different ways. I was speaking to my sister Karen yesterday, and she took out a mic and she was singing. She was alone at home and she was singing. And I was like, what are you doing? And we were just laughing. So many people, they cope in different ways. Many people have friends that they talk to. Some people need quietness. Some people need to sing, to dance, to exercise. So there are many different ways to cope. Others like reading. So guys, whatever way that makes you feel a bit at peace or relaxed in this time, do it. Number 2, do not give up and have faith that things will improve. All of us, the entire world, we're facing the COVID-19 crisis. Many people have already lost hope. They don't know what to do. But you cannot give up. As long as we have life, there is hope. And as long as we're still here on earth, we still have to look forward for a better future. We still have to think, plan, what are we going to do? What can I do to contribute, to make my contribution to mankind? Or what must I do to stay strong? Okay, number 3, refuse to stay stuck and take action that will push you forward. Many people are saying that COVID-19, it is the equalizer. We see that it affects the rich, it affects the poor, it affects all races and the different nations and so on. However, I also had a discussion with my sister yesterday, and we were talking that, for example, in New York, they're saying is the minority, especially the black population. They're the ones that is having more deaths. And then we were saying this issue is very complicated because if you look at it, the black workers, because of low social economic status, they're the ones working in the supermarket. They're the ones having small apartments, and they're the ones who might live, maybe it's a 2-room apartment, maybe there's a family of 4 or 5 people living together. So we were saying although it's an equalizer, the rich is getting the virus, the poor is getting the virus, white, black, Chinese, everybody's getting the virus. However, because of the added complication of low socioeconomic status of many of the blacks in America, that's why they are experiencing this high death rate level among the population. So, of course, after Corona, one of my life goal is to help families to get out of poverty, because trust me, I know what poverty is, and it's not a nice thing to be poor, to go to bed without a meal, to not know where the next meal is coming from. This situation is not a nice situation. So we have to think beyond this current crisis. The crisis is there, but remember, it will pass. As long as there is life, there is hope, and the COVID-19, it will not be here forever. So we have to start making plans. How am I going to try and at least get a stable living, even if not for me, but I can make the foundation for my children, for my families, for my ethnic group. What can I do to help? Okay, number 4, empathize with other people who are facing difficulties. You have many people might be saying, okay, yes, many people, they're living in poor economic conditions, but they could have done something about it. They're the ones who are having many children, or they're the ones who is going to maybe church and giving away their money in tithes, things like that, when they might be saying this money could be used to do a course or to improve themselves. However, we should empathize with other people, and we should not also judge people, because we don't know the lives that they have lived. We don't know where they're coming from. So empathize with other people, with your fellow human. And of course, another one of my strategies that I wrote in the book, accept help if it's given. If you know you need help, you try and seek for it. And if it's given, accept it. Sometimes we're too proud to say, I have a situation, and if you can help me, I would be happy and I would be thankful. So no man is an island. You may be good at one thing and I'm not good at it, or there are situations where people need help. So you guys reach out to people who you think might be in a position to help you if you do need help. And the final one, have the audacity to hope for equality, just leader, just government, and a just world. Yes, I know this one is far-fetched, but this one is me. You see me smiling, you see me talking positive, because from I was small, I know what it is to face inequality, to be the only black person in certain settings. I understand these issues, but yet still, I have the audacity to hope for a better world, a better life, to hope for justice. And of course, the final thing I will say, one of Jamaica's national hero, Marcus Garvey, said, If you have no confidence in yourself, you're already defeated. So I'm not talking about being overconfident or being arrogant. However, you have to have some level of self-confidence in yourself, because if you do not believe in yourself, if you do not believe in your goals, in your dreams, no one is going to believe in it for you. First, you have to believe. And I know whatever level you are at in life, parents, even for children, anybody, you start at that level. You make small plans, small goals, and as you start achieving those small plans, those small goals, you start making bigger ones. So, guys, I thank you for listening today, and I hope I wasn't preaching. However, I was giving encouragement. And of course, I'm very passionate about this subject. That's why I actually wrote a book on it. I wrote the book Resilience because, let me show you the book cover again, Resilience, because I am passionate about it and I know what I'm talking about. These are my lived experiences, and these are things that I have been practicing. So guys, have a great week and stay strong, cope, and see you next time.